Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you. We welcome you to the beautiful Riviera Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Momentum Enterprises, in association with Banner Promotions, present a big night of boxing coming your way. The promoters, Lou Falsino, Arthur Pellulo, and the matchmaker is Mel Greb. Now presenting the officials as appointed by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Physicians at ringside, our lead physician is Dr. Flip Homansky, and assisted by Dr. James McLennan. Timekeepers at the bell, also keeping count of the knockdowns, introducing James Cavan and Mike Lasella. Well, fans, here we go. This bout coming your way features junior welterweights in action. It is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Presented the judges at ringside, Bill Graham, Al Siciliano, and Cindy Barton. And presenting the referee in charge of this bout, Toby Gibson. All right, fans, here we go. Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the red corner. He enters the ring wearing gold trunks with red trim. He is fighting out of and representing the Kronk Gym as he hails from Moss Point, Mississippi. He weighed in at 142 pounds with an outstanding record, 26 wins, no defeats, 1 draw, with 24 wins by way of knockout. Welcome the undefeated Donald Tiger Stokes. And his opponent across the ring. On my right, he is fighting out of the blue corner in this 10-round junior welterweight bout. He is wearing red trunks with black trim, hailing from Casas de Grandes, Chihuahua, Mexico. He weighed in at a ready 137 pounds with a record of 18 wins. He has 7 losses and 9 wins by way of knockout. Introducing Benny El Mazo Domingues. Once again, here's your referee in charge, Toby Gibson, now to give instructions.
Okay, gentlemen, now give me both your instructions in your respective dressing rooms. Are there any questions? I want to reiterate. Obey my commands at all times. Give me a clean fight. Good luck to both of you.
Is that?
There we take a look at the tail of the tape between these two young men. Stokes with a smidge of an edge in terms of reach and height, and of course he's a little bit bigger than Benny Domingues.
All right, here we go. First fight of the evening. Himalayan Al Bernstein and Pedro Fernandez ringside is Donald Stokes, a highly touted junior welter out of the Kronk stable. Manny, of course, very, very high on this gentleman. 24 out of his 26 wins by knockout. Unlike some people from Mississippi, though, very articulate guy. Not to be mean about the Mississippi people, but
we're gonna get letters already.
We are. But what I'm saying, he speaks like he's he doesn't sound like he's from Mississippi, I guess.
No, well, you know what? He's a young man who has been up and down between Detroit and Mississippi. He's training mostly down there, even though he is involved with the Kronk Gym, and so he's been able to get the best of both worlds, if you will. Very quick hands and very quick feet.
Yeah. And one of the true stars in the Kronk stable, along with Michael Moore and Gerald McClellan. And Manny seems to be as high on this gentleman as he has in a long time on just about anybody. And Donald, very excited to be part of the Kronk tradition and wearing the gold that goes along with it.
Outstanding amateur, 155 and 15 now. What a record, huh?
Yeah, he did very well as an amateur, and obviously learning his craft as a pro. And he has a very good straight left hand, which we just saw him use.
Benny Domingues took this fight on late notice, talking to his handlers about 6 days ago. They got the call when another fighter, I think it was Lewis Howard, did drop out as Stokes' counterpart here. So Domingues, in shape, was scheduled to fight in New York later this month and jumped on the opportunity to get on this card here at the Riv. And thus far, taking some shots from a very quick and determined Donald Stokes, who's ranked number 8 by the WBA, according to Emanuel Stewart.
The first fight for Domingues here in the United States. He did fight here as a pro. He fought here as an amateur, actually, but has not fought as a pro. And Stokes showing you some of the hand speed and also the combination punching.
You know, Al, the left-hander Stokes has got his right foot on the outside of the orthodox fighter's foot, and when he has it like that, he's got Benavidez looking down the barrel of a gun. I mean, this guy could get hurt looking down the barrel of that left hand. The guy got a beautiful left cross, and a left cross is going to catch him right on the chin, I think, and drop him. Standing right in front of it, looking down the barrel of a gun.
first round action, and the junior welters, as we said, Donald Stokes undefeated with 1 draw, and now has Domingues in the corner, and does says when he gets somebody hurt, he does like to finish them. Domingues doesn't look quite too hurt at this point. So not doing too much to keep Stokes away either.
Stokes putting together some excellent combinations. Domingues is going to have to punch off those ropes.
Good body shot. Another one.
Very controlled, short punches, and Domingues doubling over right now, getting a
Got hurt to the body there, yeah.
Full brunt of those body shots. Round 1 is history here at the Riv, as Donald Stokes demonstrating pretty much most of his skills. Looking at corner a little slow and getting the stool out there. I don't know if it does he stand. Finally, they get it up for him.
A la George Foreman, stand during the course of the break in between rounds.
George's fear a little bit different than Donald's, because George says if he he might not get back up.
Donald's just a little bit younger than that.
A little younger, a little lighter.
Cuando tire de mano que le mandó Martín, no la tira media, tírela completa. Piense bien y hágalo rápido. Hágalo rápido.
Toby Gibson, the referee this evening.
Bien tapadito. Okay. Bien tapadito. Jala aire.
Look at a corner of Benny Domingues.
Go second.
I'd be interested to see if Benny Domingues has ever fought a left-hander before, because he doesn't seem to know what he's doing here.
A little bit of puzzling.
Neutral corner. Get some of that grease off.
Toby Gibson admonishing Donald Stokes for wearing a little too much Vaso on the face there. Don't think it's going to make that much difference, though. Stokes quite in charge there in the first 3 minutes.
His hand speed just too much for Benny Domingues at this point. And Domingues has tried, the best thing he's been able to do is occasionally get a left hook in. She's trying to use as a double to the body and the head, but it's not getting there.
Totally out of position. No idea on how to fight a left-hander here.
Stokes going after the knockout here, it appears, in the second round. Is every time Stokes goes to the body, the elbows really get in, and he becomes quite susceptible to some big headshots.
Both men have used the uppercut in this match a bit. Stokes more effectively than Domingues, and there it is.
Domingues now coming forward with his right foot, for he has no idea. He's coming, no game plan.
When you take fights on late notice, a lot of times you don't realize if your opponent is right or left-handed, and quite apparent that Domingues didn't realize Mr. Stokes.
He's real hurt, that's it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Domingues down here in the second round.
7,
He won't make it.
8, 9.
He's back up at the 9. Toby Gibson, the ref, looking at the eyes, will let them continue here with about a minute and a half to go in the second round. And Stokes looks like he wants to close shop here. Stokes, beautiful uppercut. Down goes Domingues. That's it.
2, 3, 4.
3 knockdown rules here also, so we won't need it, however, in this instance.
That's it for Benny Domingues, as Donald Stokes up his mark to 27-0 with 25 knockouts. It's about 95% KO ratio, and he looks like he's ready to take on some tougher opponents at 140 pounds, Al.
Well, the hand speed is what's really impressive about him, and the fact that he throws good combinations, never one punch at one time. It's always combinations, and he showed a punch in it. He featured a punch in this match that most young fighters don't, and that's the uppercut.
Very good 5 minutes of work tonight for Donald Stokes, and Pedro didn't even get the score of this
Well,
thing.
good skills, good tools. This man's going to be knocking on the door as far as 140-pound world titles are concerned. Julio Cesar Chavez, you may be looking at the future of the 140-pound division right here.
Everybody, when you talk 140 pounds, everybody's got their eye on the big money bout with Chavez. Stokes not quite ready there, but only ranked number 8 by the WBA.
Let's see, you ready to stand up?
Action in round number 2.
Here's the first knockdown, in which, again, the uppercut was featured. Now, interestingly, Domingues got the left hook in, but the power of Stokes was simply too much. And the one nice thing about Stokes is he continues to punch, always throwing combinations, and he knew that uppercut worked, so he went back to it. And then there was the second knockdown, which featured what else? Once again, the uppercut. And by this point, Domingues had pretty much had it.
Looks like he was looking for a quick ride home there. Up to Jimmy Lennon for the official time by that knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time, 1 minute 41 seconds. In round number 2, the referee in charge, Toby Gibson, stops the contest. The winner by way of technical knockout, and he is still undefeated, Donald Tiger Stokes.
Donald Tiger Stokes, an impressive 5 minutes of work here, as we said. Undefeated, only one draw with a man by the name of Don Allison. He said he'd like to get another shot to wipe that off his mark, but tonight he looks like certainly a formidable figure to be reckoned with in the 140-pound weight class. We're back live here at the Riviera Hotel and Casino. Still to come, of course, our main event. That's the Quest for Glory.